To press like and subscribe is the modern day way of paying officers and ties. Don't be scared to comment. Shot by One Shot Productions. We're going to flip William Penn's hat with the Big Moto Show, and I am Big Moto, master of the obvious. Don't be scared to comment. Welcome back to the Big Moto Show. My name is Big Moto, master of the obvious, and the message I'd like to convey to you this week is the same message I keep trying to convey to your brain, that your parents are your G-U-I-D-E, and that's a physical thing on planet Earth. And once they die, they become a G-O-D. That's spiritual. One is a physical word, one is a spiritual word. Don't be dumb. Last week we was in the Adam and Eve. We did Genesis chapter 2. This week I'm going to jump right into Genesis chapter 3. I'm going to let y'all decide for yourself and let y'all hear for yourself the same words that's been tricking you and your ancestors' brains since you was born on the planet. You was born into a book. Don't let nobody tell you you cannot change something you was born into. That's bullshit. The laws and rules was here before we got here. I am from Generation X. I don't know what generation you're from. However, we're not going for that bullshit. You understand? All right. Boom. Here we go. Genesis chapter 3, Adam and Eve.
Genesis 3. Now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made.
Stop right there. Let me introduce the characters. The serpent is the overseer. When the Bible say the Lord God, that means how all the colonizers think. When the Bible say the Lord, that's Leonardo DiCaprio in Django. When the Bible say Adam, Django, Eve, the girl in the hot box. All right, I got the characters. Let's just listen.
You must not eat from any tree in the garden.
I got to read it with it.
Genesis 3. Now the serpent was
Overseer.
more crafty than any of the wild animals the
Massa.
Lord God had made. He said to the woman, Did God
Massa really say,
You must not eat from any tree in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but
Massa
God did say, You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.
Stop right there. That's the introduction of Eve. The first time he said that was in Genesis chapter 2, verse 16, and that gives credence to Lilith. I believe, who I was told was Adam's first wife, who they say ain't in the book. But I discovered that when the Lord God, or when Master said that to the first time to Adam when he caught him, he was talking about don't touch Lilith. But then the very next line he said, he had to go find an Eve for him. I don't know why he said don't touch Lilith, he had to get Eve, but Eve was not under the conditioning of Lilith. I think. Let me carry on.
Will not certainly die, the serpent said to the woman. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil.
All right, stop right there. Now, as human beings, there's only one way to really tell the difference between good and evil. Point blank, period. The only way you can tell the difference as human beings on planet Earth between good and evil is not how you're treated, because you're born under the Constitution, you're born under laws, you're treated a certain way. However, once you have children, your offspring is treated a certain way, and another offspring is treated a certain way. Deep inside, innately, you will feel that pain of your offspring. So it's kind of like one house had a death, one house had a birth. Is both houses going to be sad? No. The house that had the death is going to be like, damn, we had a death. The house that had a birth is going to say, damn, I'm glad we had a birth, not a death. But they do still feel sorry for the people next door, but they don't feel it the same way as the people next door. Carry on.
When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food, and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. You mean to tell me what happened was yes. I have to. You gonna talk to me in 1 second? I'm in the studio, baby. I'm doing a show.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Okay,
I can see you, Dad.
I'm gonna call you right back, baby. Okay?
Don't call me back.
Yes, I have to.
No.
Why I can't call you back?
I want to talk to you and my mom answer.
All right, I'm gonna call you back.
Just call my mom, okay, Dad?
I'm gonna call your mom back. All right, I got you. I love you.
Love you too much, Daddy.
All right. Oh, so what happened was Eve, I'm sad to say it to those who don't want to receive it, but for those who have eyes, let them see, and for those who have ears, let them hear. Eve had sex with the overseer. Eve had sex with Adam.
fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid."
Time out. If God is all seeing, all knowing, all understanding, all everything, if he know every hair on your head, he know all the colors, how the hell he ain't know where the fuck Adam was at when he walked in the garden? That's just a question. I mean, what the fuck? Are you telling me he's all seeing, all knowing, he knew me? How the fuck he know where I'm at right now or not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't know where Adam was at right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. However, carry on.
And he said, "Who told you that you were naked?
Stop right there.
Have you?"
That's a very important statement or question to ask somebody. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told me that my name was the master of the obvious? I know who told me that. Who told you that you was a Christian? Who told you that you was a Muslim? Who told you what your last name was? Who told you that? That's a good goddamn... You should start every morning asking yourself, who told me something? Because whoever told you something, if they ain't tell you a bunch of fucking lies, they told you the right thing, and you should follow the mentality that got you this fucking far. But you so smooth and so slick, y'all motherfuckers get everything to Jesus Christ after the motherfucker die. Or y'all get everything to Prophet Muhammad and the motherfucker right in front of your face, you helping you out, and you ain't giving this motherfucker no credence at all, but you giving all the credence to a motherfucker that died 2,000 years ago. That's some dumbass shit. A motherfucker that died 2,000 years ago can't help me. His brain can help my brain figure some shit out, like how, like this is a joke ass shit like the Sabbath. But a motherfucker can't help me do nothing but teach me how. A motherfucker 2,000 years ago could teach me how to wipe my ass with my left hand instead of my right hand. Teach me how to clean myself up and be a better, decent person, like Prophet Muhammad taught people how to be. Post that barbaric ass Catholic Christian ass. I don't know what's going on. But we're just going to carry on with the Bible. I don't want to go all too far left and get all y'all mean. But here we go.
"Eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me,
Overseer.
and I ate." So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all wild animals."
Stop right there. God is laying down the curses. Now here go the curse of the overseer. I will make enmity between your offspring and her offspring. Meaning that white man on the movie screen with that white beat on is a real person, because the kids don't like his kids, the offspring don't like the offspring. That mentality of that man with that white beat on is not the mentality of the Zionists. You gotta understand it. They want the 8 Mile, you know what I mean, type of white man who think they're better than, you know what I mean, another human, even though we're all in the same ship, you know what I mean, and them motherfuckers on yachts, and we all on the same slave ship for them. Yeah, but y'all don't see it like that. They just got y'all drunk off of liquor, you know what I mean? And now you waking up in the morning thinking that you better than somebody else, but last night you was drunk like everybody else. That don't make no sense to me. I'm saying to me. Anyway, then they going to talk about the curse of the black woman. The curse of the black woman is simple, that your kids are going to be begot, the mentality that begot, that's like they're going to be they're going to give you problems through all your life, like you're going to bail them out of jail, you're going to be running around, chasing them around. If you don't get them a good brain, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And then they said the black women going to want the man more than they want their babies. But for Adam, they gave the curse of ash to ashes, dust to dust. Ash Wednesday is actually celebrating the curse of the black man. Ash to ashes, dust to dust. Listen.
You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. To the woman he said, I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband,
You're going to want that
and
man
he will
more than your
rule
kids.
over you. To Adam he said, because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you.
Damn.
Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life.
Bullshit.
It will produce thorns and thistles for you.
That's bullshit.
And you will eat the plants of the field.
Nah.
By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken.
Bullshit.
For dust you are, and to dust you will return.
And I will fucking take back my spot. You tripping?
Adam named his wife Eve, because she would become the mother of all the living. The Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife, and clothed them. And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever.
Stop right there.
So the Lord God banished him from the garden.
Stop right there. That means that you must not take out from the tree of life and live forever. That means that you must not have kids and raise them up under a mentality that make them go outside of the mentality that they're laying down. They're saying that you cannot have a child and then give that child a mentality to give to their children unless it's a fucked up mentality. Listen.
And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken.
Stop. All right, that's a mental thing. You know, you want to pass the mentality on to the next generation. He said we're not going to allow him to do that. And he banished him. He took him out of the garden of Eden, away from Eve, after he worked the ground for him and did whatever he had to do for him. And then he not only took him, he put a guard in front of him that had a sword that was flaming to stab him if he tried to go back in the garden of Eden. Listen.
After he drove the man out, he placed on the east side of the Garden of Eden cherubim, and a flaming sword flashing back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life.
And y'all know the tree of life is the placenta. He was guarding so he couldn't get back to Eve. That's Genesis chapter 3. Now, don't forget, this is for educational purposes. My name is Big Moto, Master of the Obvious. For those that agree, press like and subscribe. That's a form of paying offers and tithes 2025. Okay? Don't be dumb. Take your money and don't spend it on Christmas neither. That was a made-up thing because you're going to have bills on the fucking first of the month, New Year. But anyway, my name is Big Moto, Master of the Obvious. Don't be scared to comment. Press like and subscribe. It's the Modern Day Real Parent Office and Ties. Again, my name is Big Moto, Master of the Obvious. Don't be scared to comment. Like and subscribe is the Modern Day Real Parent Office and Ties. Like and subscribe is the Modern Day Real Parent Offers and Ties. Pay your tithes. Don't be like that. I ain't even asked for 10%. I'm asking for a thumb. Damn. God damn. What y'all gonna do? Deuce, y'all me? Yeah. Yeah, I'm having fun. I had fun on that show.